Well, good afternoon. We are looking at conditions today that are going to be hot yet again, and we are ending or have ended the month of June on a hot note as well. So just a quick recap of the month as far as temperatures are concerned. At the airport in Fargo, where we keep those records, it was the third warmest June on record, behind 1988 and 1936, I believe. And I'll have to go back and make sure I got that right. But number of days above 90 degrees. 9 in the month of June. The average is only 2, and we were at 9. So that tells you how hot our high temperatures were, and our average high was almost there, 86.3. So again, June a hot month, and it looks like January, at least the way we're starting, rather July, at least the way we're starting, is going to be a hot month. Here's a look at conditions right now. We are seeing some mostly sunny skies with a few clouds out there. 86 degrees in Fargo and 86 in Grand Forks, 83 in Thief River Falls. Bemidji, 78 degrees. So a little cooler there. We've been running slightly cooler than the rest of the valley in the east all morning long and now into this afternoon. And Fergus Falls at 82, Devil's Lake at 83. Our wind, very light. We've got calm reports for some of us still, even as that sun is warming us up. So it's going to be one of those light wind kind of days. And then checking out your radar and satellite map, you can see most areas are clear. There are a couple of clouds popping up here and there, but overall it's looking mostly sunny for us here in the valley. Now let's take a look all the way down to the Atlantic. I want to update you on our latest tropical system. You could see it swirling right here off the coast of South America. It's going to be heading toward the Caribbean, and it's Tropical Storm Elsa. That's right. If you're a Frozen fan, you might like that name. Winds, current sustained winds at 45 miles per hour, so it has intensified a little bit since this morning if you've been watching. And this is going to continue tracking westward toward the Caribbean. And looking at the timing of this in the evening hours on Saturday, it will be right by Haiti there, and then moving up to the north or west northwest, and eventually taking a northerly turn. If this track pans out, a lot can change from now and until then. And you can see that by Monday morning, it will be kind of setting its sights on the U.S. So this is something a lot of folks down in Florida and along the Gulf Coast will be watching. And maybe you've got family and friends down there who are going to be in its path. So we'll continue to track that out for you. But here in the valley, different story. We've been talking about that heat. That's still going to be a problem for us through the forecast here. Today, we're warming up into those upper 80s, low 90s along the Red River and west. Over to the east, we're looking at some mid 80s for your temperatures, and everywhere we'll enjoy that sunshine. Just a couple of clouds here and there as we work our way through the day and into tonight. So a hot one today. As we work our way into tonight, you can see those temperatures start to slide around 10 o'clock. We'll be back in the 70s, and tomorrow morning starting our day in the upper 50s to some 60s. So similar to today, and we're just adding those temperatures up here as we work our way through the rest of the week. So here's our forecast for tomorrow afternoon, looking very similar to today. More places in the 90s and back over into Minnesota, we'll see that. And then heading into the weekend, more and more heat, back into some low to mid 90s. I think there's a good shot of us getting into the upper 90s, nearing that century mark somewhere in the valley this weekend. So it's intense heat you're going to want to take seriously. I know a lot of folks are going to be out and about. Maybe you're spending more time outdoors this weekend because of the 4th, and you're going to barbecues and maybe fireworks celebrations. Make sure you're taking precautions, taking breaks, and staying hydrated here, because this can sneak up on you. As we head into the 4th, we're also going to keep an eye out for some thunderstorms.
Let's definitely be careful out there, like you said, and maybe even go in some businesses and enjoy that AC as well.
Sure, why not? Do a little shopping in there.
That sounds good. Thanks, Lisa. Well, straight ahead at noon, if you want to get the family out tonight, we'll tell you where you can get a look at hundreds of vintage cars.
One of the things that everybody is looking for is more time in their day. There are so many articles on saving time, getting more time, making better use of your time, and equally as many articles on how to make your hair look great. I can do both for you. This is Daphne. It's actually a brush that straightens your hair. Wait till you see how easy it is. They say if you can brush your hair, you can straighten your hair, and you can. Now, typically, if you straighten your hair, right, you got to do small pieces. It takes forever. You got to go slowly. If you go too fast, it doesn't work. If you go too slow, you burn your hair. Oh my gosh, I just burned my scalp, right? I'd like to do it more often, but who has that much time? The Daphne is something that women have said, who've used it, that it took the time to straighten their hair from 30 minutes down to 5 minutes. 30 minutes to 5 minutes. This portion is going to heat to 365 degrees, which is exactly the right temperature to style your hair, but it's not going to burn your scalp. Now you can take big pieces and just straighten large pieces, not tiny segments. If you go too slow, you're not going to burn your hair. This is such a fabulous idea. Everybody on social media is talking about this. My good friend said her daughter saw it and said, oh my gosh, I've been wanting one of those. If you want to straighten your hair every day, if you can do it in 5 minutes and you're not going to damage your hair, that's something you're going to think about doing every day. Right now on localsteals.com, these are actually 50% off. And if you know anyone who wants to have a great hair day every day, I can't think of a better idea.